What's going on, everyone? Coach Aaron here, back in another video to help you dominate a platform. Today we're going to go over what the heck a lot number is and why you should know. So let's get right to it. Alrighty everyone, thank you for tuning in to another video and checking out my channel. Again, if you are new to this channel and haven't seen any of my videos and don't know who I am, my name is Aaron Khamesi. I'm a powerlifting coach, athlete, meet director, and referee. So I make videos here on this channel to help out those groups of people. Today we're going to go over lot number. So you may have heard this term before if you've gone to a powerlifting competition before, if you've looked through the rule book a little bit, or maybe you've just seen this number next to your name, either on the roster, if you're using like Lifting Cast or Next Lifter, or maybe on your scorecard when you show up to the competition, and you're wondering, well, what the heck is a lot number? Why did they pick this number for me? Why is it important? So I thought I'd make a quick little video here today going over that stuff. All right, so lot number is a random number that's generated for you, and it has two purposes, one for weigh-ins and one during attempts. So let's go through each one. When it comes to weigh-ins, that random number that's generated for you, that lot number, decides the order of weigh-ins, okay? So if you went to a higher level competition, like let's say a world championship or a national championship, they're gonna have a sheet taped by the weigh-in room with the order, and that order is going to be from the lowest lot number to the highest lot number, and they're going to go through that list one by one, and that's the order that you weigh in at. So you can't say, oh well, that person gets to weigh in before me, that's not fair, whatever. It is just random. So if you are unlucky to be the last person to weigh in and you did a hard cut, then that's just the bad part of it. And if you happen to be one of the first people, then you're lucky enough to be one of the first ones to hop on a scale, weigh in, and then be able to rehydrate and eat some food. All right, and this random number that's generated, it's still within your flight. So it's not like you're gonna be in the first flight and you're gonna weigh in possibly after like the second or third flight. The random number gets generated within flights. So everyone in the first flight is still gonna weigh in first, then everyone in the second flight will weigh in. And if there happens to be like a third flight or fourth flight, then so on and so on. You will just be random within your flight. So if it's a flight of 10 people, you may be the first person, the sixth person, the 10th person, whatever, but you're still gonna be one of those first 10 to weigh in. The idea being that you're also going to be the first ones to lift, so you get about the same amount of time, theoretically, that when you weigh in the first flight, you're also going to be the first lifting. And if you weigh in the second flight, you'll be the second group that's lifting, and you weigh in the third flight, you'll be the third group that's lifting, and hopefully that time difference is about the same for all flights. And if you get a disadvantageous lot number for weigh-ins, it may benefit you when it comes to attempts. So the way the attempts work, you do still have the round system, and within each round, you're still gonna start with the lowest weight and work your way up until you get through everyone for that round. But if two lifters happen to take the same attempt, then the lower lot number takes the attempt first, and then the higher lot number takes the weight second. So if you have a lot number of 1 and I have a lot number of 2, then you have to weigh in first and then I have to weigh in second. But when it comes to attempts, if we're both going for 302.5 kilos, 666.
Let he who hath understanding reckon the number, for it is an evil number. Its number is 666. The number of the beast. Hell and fire will come down on this meat.
Then because you are lot number 1, you take that weight first. I get to watch you lift, I get to see what attempt you put in, and then I take that weight second. So then I'm in the advantageous position when it comes to attempts if we happen to be taking the same attempt, where I get to watch you do it first, and then I can make my adjustments based on seeing how your lift went, what attempt you put in, and how my lift went. And sometimes you may not be taking the same attempt as another lifter that you're competing against in any of the disciplines, so it doesn't really benefit you. But if you are someone where you're at a higher level competition and the weights are maybe similar on the squat, bench press, or deadlift, especially deadlift when it comes down to that final placing, then that lot number can be beneficial, where maybe you weighed in like 5 or 15 minutes later, but then you have that benefit at the very end when it comes to picking attempts. Especially, like I said, on that deadlift, because you get those 2 attempt changes for the third attempt. So then you can watch your competitor and you can always adjust your attempts and your strategy based on you're going to be lifting after them if you're taking the same weight. And on the flip side, if you happen to be a lower lot number, if you are lot number 1 and I'm lot number 2, you get to weigh in first, you get that extra time to rehydrate, eat, everything like that. Then you just have to be mindful of that. you or your coach, when you're putting your attempts in, if you are competing against someone who has similar attempts as you have to understand that you have a lower lot number. You're gonna do the squat or the bench or the deadlift first. And when it comes down to those final deadlift attempts, then you may want to put that as part of your strategy, that you need to pick your attempts where you're gonna have a heavier attempt. So if I'm doing 302.5 kilos, you may wanna put in 305 kilos to ensure you are lifting after me. And you can always then adjust afterwards based on how my 302.5 kilos went, because you have that lower lot number. You have to play that strategy a little bit different on that side. All right, so hopefully this little quick video helped you out. If you want to see little short videos like this going over different terms or different things in the rule book that need a little bit more explanation or you're confused on, you can always comment those below and I will look into doing those. You can either mention exactly what you want me to do a video on, or just say there's some concept that you like and I'll do more things like that. And if you want to see more in-depth strategy as far as attempts, like what I said, when it comes down to those third attempts and making those changes and all the lot number and everything coming into play, then also comment those below and let me know, and I can maybe develop a specific situation and go on Lifting Cast and we can go through the process from each perspective and show the way you can have a strategy that can benefit you, whether you have the lower lot number or a higher lot number, or if you have the bigger subtotal or lower subtotal, all that kind of stuff. All right, so let me know, comment section below. But other than that, make sure you're doing that YouTube stuff to help me out. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I'll stop doing videos like this. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Share it with a friend if they're doing their first competition or they don't know what lot number is. You can send this over to them, help them out, make them a better lifter or a better coach. Hope you guys are having a good day. You're gonna have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys next time.